Ryan Blaney is gearing up for another epic battle, and this time, it's personal. In this video, we get deep into the latest brawl with none other than Kyle Petty. Is Blaney's success enough to put the critics to rest, or is there still unfinished business on the track? Join us as we uncover the story of Ryan Blaney's impending strikeback against Kyle Petty in a racing saga. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. Not everything that comes out of your mouth can be spot on, right? Kyle Petty's catching some heat for the things he said about Ryan Blaney earlier in the season. In this world of instant options and hot takes, things can get messy really quickly. People throw out statements that either can't be proven or crumble faster than a house of cards. Back in March, Petty had some thoughts about Ryan Blaney's potential, saying, "Ryan Blaney is the new Kane, potential unfulfilled. Everybody wants to talk about what he can do, but he never does anything." Fast forward to now, and that quote's gone viral. Daniel McFadden over at the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette has a tweet with dozens of folks roasting Petty's take. But hold on, what about Blaney winning the Coca-Cola 600, dominating at Talladega in the playoffs, conquering Martinsville, and then sealing the deal with a second-place finish at Phoenix for the NASCAR Cup Series championship? Now, in fairness to Petty, he did start the season with more Cup Series wins than Blaney. However, as of now, Blaney's not only matched but surpassed that 8-win total, boasting 10 career Cup victories. They both have a Coca-Cola 600 win, but only YRB walks away with a NASCAR championship. Sorry, Kyle Petty, but this round goes to Blaney. Hey, just so you're in the loop, Ryan Blaney's got a fan base that's no joke. And we're not talking about hashtag bombs for Ryan Blaney, though if you're in the know, you know. Ryan Blaney's defenders were out in full force on Twitter, or X, both today and last night. Even Scott McLaughlin, the Team Penske IndyCar driver, jumped in on the banter. Sometimes words just don't cut it in moments like these. Sometimes you need photos to really capture the essence of it all. This fan nailed it. Let's not forget the big picture here. Ryan Blaney is now a NASCAR Cup Series champion, and that's a title that no one can snatch away from him. Plus, he pulled it off in a championship that meant a ton for the sport. Think about it. Kevin Harvick's farewell race, the second year of the next-gen car, and oh yeah, the 75th year of NASCAR itself, the Diamond Anniversary. Blaney not only rode that wave, but also came out on top in the youngest championship four in history. Now that's how you make history. Sure, Blaney's been flexing his muscles with 8 wins for Team Penske since 2018, but Petty was throwing shade about his consistency. According to Petty, if Blaney wanted to roll in the championship circles, he had to consistently be up there with the frontrunners. Plus, Petty couldn't resist pointing out Blaney's teammate, Joey Logano, who's bagged 2 championships in the same time frame. Petty was basically laying down the law, saying Blaney needed to string together some solid performances over the next few years if he wanted a shot at that championship. But guess what? Blaney didn't just prove Petty wrong, he did it in style by snagging the 2023 Cup Series title. Take that, Petty. Now, Kyle Petty's skepticism sparked some serious talk within the NASCAR community. But this season, the narrative took a twist, and Ryan Blaney flipped the script. The guy clinched a spectacular victory in the round of 12 at Talladega Superspeedway, leaving Kyle Petty in the dust. Petty, known for sharing his no-holds-barred opinions, didn't exactly strike a chord with fans this time. In less than a year, his Blaney-Kane comparison came back to haunt him, and trust the fans to rub it in his face without wasting a second. The stock car racing community didn't pull any punches in reacting to Kyle Petty's potential unfulfilled prophecy. Social media flooded with responses to Petty's earlier comments. One fan cheekily noted, "Aged like fine milk." Another, in good spirits, joked, "I think Kyle was referring to his own career." As the 2023 Cup Series championship unfolded at Phoenix Raceway, it became crystal clear. Blaney had hushed his critics by claiming the title in a head-to-head battle against heavyweights like Kyle Larson and William Byron. The NASCAR community isn't holding back, and the verdict is crystal clear. Ryan Blaney has etched his name in the sport's history, proving he's no Kane and, more importantly, that he's got the markings of a true NASCAR champion. One fan nailed it with a simple, "Your 2023 NASCAR champion." Another fan dropped a truth bomb for Kyle Petty, saying, "To Kyle Petty, I don't want to hear nothing about Ryan Blaney being the new Kane ever again. And I hope he knows his place the next time he mentions somebody being mentally fragile or being the new so-and-so driver." At the end of the day, it's Blaney who stands tall, proudly holding the title of the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champion. Ryan Blaney burst onto the NASCAR scene like a force of nature back in 2012, tearing it up in the Truck Series with Brad Keselowski Racing. Even though he was running a part-time schedule, he snagged a sweet victory at Iowa, setting the stage for what was to come. The guy didn't just stop there. The next 2 seasons running full-time, he bagged a pair of wins each year and nailed a second-place finish in the season standings, playing second fiddle only to Matt Crafton in 2014. Blaney dipped his toes into the Cup Series waters in 2015, doing the limited schedule thing with the Wood brothers. And guess what? A year later, he got the full-time nod, racking up 9 top 10 finishes and landing a solid 20th place in the standings. But that was just the beginning. Fast forward to 2017 and boom! Blaney notched his first Cup Series win at Pocono. The guy was on fire. Then in 2018, he made the big move to Team Penske, where he's been tearing it up for the past 5 seasons, bagging a cool 6 wins along the way. But wait, 2021 was the year he really set the track ablaze, scoring victories at Atlanta, Michigan, and Daytona. Ryan Blaney, folks, making waves since day one. Hashtag Blaney Rising. But was drawing the comparisons right? Drawing comparisons between Blaney and Kane is like diving into a racing saga. Casey Kane, in his 14 full-time seasons, clinched the checkered flag 18 times, with 5 seasons boasting multiple victories. That stellar 2006 season where he piloted the number 9 car to victory a whopping 6 times. But Kane's stint at Hendrick Motorsports didn't quite live up to expectations, netting only 6 wins in 6 seasons. Kyle Petty, while making the Blaney-Kane parallels, conveniently skipped over this tidbit. Here's something for the number 12 car fans to cheer about. In Kane's 15 seasons, he only hit double digits in the top 5s 4 times. Blaney, the Team Penske speedster, has done it 4 years in a row. Sure, those top 5s haven't all turned into victories for Blaney, but hey, you can't win if you're not in the mix, right? Blaney's consistently in contention, and if we're playing the numbers game, it's only a matter of time before some of those turn into trips to victory lane. And if they don't, well, then some folks will start joining Petty in questioning Blaney's ability to seal the deal. Now let's talk a little about the upcoming season. The upcoming 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season will see several changes to its schedule and track configurations. Many of them had been planned for a long time, but more importantly, there is a mix of good news for fans to look forward to in the next year. To begin with, NASCAR will revert to the primary oval layout at Indianapolis Motor Speedway rather than the road course format. In addition, the race date has been shifted from August to July for next year. Then there's Darlington Raceway, which will maintain its Labor Day weekend schedule, but with a new twist for next year. Instead of Daytona International Speedway, the Southern 500 would instead hold the regular season finale. In the meantime, Atlanta Motor Speedway will host the opening race of the postseason, in addition to its regular season appearance. The removal of the dirt surface races at Bristol from the Cup schedule has to be one of the most welcomed developments. Instead, 2 races will be held on the concrete surface in Bristol. NASCAR also shifted the date of the spring race to mid-March. So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.